Okay, my windshield wipers broke on my 2017 Leaf. I had a huge pile of snow on top of my car. I slammed on the brakes, came down and smashed them, and now they don't work. Like, I can hear them running. I can hear them. They work, but they're just not working. If that makes sense. So, I already took the windshield wipers off. I used a 14 socket, and you're also going to need some other tools. I went and bought this pick tool, and I'll show you why. And then you also need this 10mm socket and some pliers. Here, use that one. So the pick tool was just like that, and I grabbed it. You have to pop it off like that. So that's how you pop off the little covers on top of that, and then it's the 14mm socket to get those off. It wasn't too hard. Okay, so now I gotta get this front cover off to get to the motor. So I'll go like this. So come here. There's this little clip here, and you gotta stick your screwdriver underneath that clip. Pop it off. That's one. And you gotta pull it. Get some pliers. How do you pull these off? Oh, you don't need pliers. You just need to pinch them. Okay. Pinch that one. And come right off. Okay. Then same thing. There's one more little clip over here. Gotta pop that off. Okay, where'd that other little clip go? Okay, right there. Okay, so then this thing just slides off now. You gotta pull this off. So you gotta pull that one off. Pull these side things up here. Come on, show over here. This thing right here. Just gotta kind of pull it up like that, pop it off. Now that whole thing's off. Okay, so this is a 2017 Nissan Leaf. I took off this front cover here. Maybe I can show you how to do that in another video. It was really easy. There was just a couple of clips, but so my windshield wipers aren't working and that thing's spinning, and then I see this thing back here is disconnected. So what happened was I was driving down the street, I slammed on my brakes to get the snow off the top of my roof, and it smashed my windshield wipers, and then they stopped working. So it just popped this thing off, so now I just got to get that back on. Okay, so this thing was bent and this thing was popped off, and I had no idea how to get this thing back on there. So I pulled this out and I hooked it to this, and I bent it back to the correct position. Then after I got it bent back, I like hooked the bottom right there and got like the corner, and then I kind of cranked it down, and then it popped it back together, because this thing was completely off and this thing right here was just spinning. So now when I move this thing, I don't know if I can even move it now. Yeah, I can't move it. So now that should fix the problem. So now I gotta get this back in the Leaf, which really wasn't that hard. Let's see if I can show you actually. I got all my tools right here. All the things I popped off. All the clips from this thing. So, geez, I don't even really remember which way this thing went. Okay, so